जो singers होते हैं who are not able to perform live.
Shit.
We're asking
two
the
types of
right
singers हैं जो
questions.
even if they don't sing well, लोग उनको पसंद करते हैं. And two types is one is जैसे I saw this personally first hand Justin Bieber का concert, वो lip sync करता था. Like at least
He was lip syncing.
Yeah, but he's a good singer though.
Yeah, he's actually a good singer.
I think, I'll tell you what I think it is. I think they do it out of longevity.
No, I think they do it out of laziness.
Jab India
Yeah,
के बाद
because they get complacent.
I think they do it out of complacency,
because
laziness.
he's not incapable.
No, he's
Justin Bieber is not incapable.
He's a capable boy, but I also think that qualifies as fraud. That's just my personal opinion. I'm a big Justin Bieber fan, but I think if you're lip syncing in your concerts and I paid a ticket for a live experience, you defrauded me.
He did so well at the Grammys
तब lip sync
though.
किया था उसने. I don't know other बाकी जगह
Oh,
क्या.
I'd love to hear Shreya's thoughts on it.
No, I have seen his reels as well.
Yeah, so one is lip sync. People still enjoy.
I guarantee you she's seen our videos.
Like there are
I know.
so many singers abroad जो lip sync करते हैं. उनका show चलता है. They're still like really big
Screenshot
artists. Do you like that? कि
No, it's a lazy act.
It is actually, yes. Shreya, on some
You have not
facts.
you have not मेहनत नहीं किया.
Yeah, but you think, here's the problem. I'm going to put the auto-dub version just because my Hindi ain't that good, blood. My Malayalam, though, different level. You should watch You should watch the next movie I watch in Malayalam. I have to say something. She's correct. They're lazy and I think it's fraud, in my opinion. I think it's fraud. And I think we should get to the point where in the ticket it will say this is a live experience. All terms and conditions, blah, 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 blah. Everything that you're about to hear is live in the moment. And if they say we're going to use lip sync and fucking dubbing and whatever the fuck and splitting, they should also disclaim it in the ticket prior to you buying the ticket. I did not watch. This is more of a problem in Korean pop. It's also a really big problem in US pop and UK pop. I don't want to buy tickets thinking that these people can actually see live. Like, our job shouldn't have to exist.
It's true.
Where we get him, now we just turn them down because I'm so disappointed, but we get invited to some fucking music show.
And we just know what we're gonna get.
And I'm
it's
like, man, I don't want to be here. He's not singing. Yeah. And then if I do the review, everyone's like, you just hate this artist. You don't have proof. And then my friends.
The proof is in the pudding, and then still.
But also, there's other channels as well. There like Wings of Pegasus. He's a great example of this. But also, we will do this ourselves. This is a new series that's coming out. I'm just trying to fucking understand how the fucking software fucking thing works. It's not that difficult, to be honest. But to have empirical data on why I think a lot of the singers are causing and are frauding their fans.
People still like it.
So I feel Justin Weber is actually a very good singer.
Absolutely.
In the recent Grammy performance, he actually sang live, and he skillfully did it. It was a very weird, and it felt very weird.
I love Trey.
Because he was very...
naked. He's a naked boy, and he's a weird boy.
And it was a very stripped down performance, but for a very long time, I felt like he was being real. He was being himself. Yes, the talent that he has.
I'm sorry, but this AI dub is great.
So many artists go through a lot of processes. Yes, the talent that he has. So many artists go through a lot of processes to find that inner strength of who I am. So he is also there, but I feel just me and Maria to what is going on right now.
Not comparing. I am just giving X. There is. Even if he is good, bad, I am not talking about that. I love Justin Bieber, by the way. Just put that record.
Well, he paid to watch him live.
He went to see it.
What bigger evidence is that?
Like one or two of his songs, I felt like it came right. And in the faces, for me, like there was a phase where I used to feel very alone and like weird and anxious because I was just running towards goals. And his song is lonely, but I used to feel like, why is he singing for me? That right? So coming back, she is that singer, but I have seen him performing in live when he lip syncs. That is a good approach to lip sync, in
my personal opinion, it is not okay.
And then there is a second approach, which is to sing whatever it is. So this is the second approach, not saying whatever it is. The younger generation, a lot of people of my generation, a lot of people of my generation, we feel like there should be a good vibe. It is fine with us. This singer also sings a little up and down. So it is definitely, we love singers who sing.
Here's what I think. This new generation has been exposed to this type of performing
for so long.
They're not able to digest what it actually is like to listen to live, real, raw vocals in the moment. And when they do listen to them, they think something is off, something doesn't actually fit, or they're actually not as good as they're supposed to be, because they're not used to that.
They're used to perfection through
They're used to
pitching.
software pitching, and that this is the problem that I have with programs like Indian Idol, for example, that the TV show provides, the company itself provides a super doctored product with autotune, even to the singers that don't need it.
Well, sure. This is also why I was really interested to see if she would even address this, because in some of the deals she's got going on, some of the work she's doing at the moment, especially with Sony TV, they doctor their audience. They put autotune on, and it's very obvious to the naked ear. So it's a little bit weird that she's saying, like, I think it's not right. But the singers you're judging, or the singers that you're in the show of, are utilizing this, and she doesn't need the money. She could just say no. So it's a little bit.
It gets people going.
But we're being okay with it. We've sung a couple of songs here and there, but
It's not okay. It's fraud. Then don't call it a live experience. Call it a lip syncing, dubbing, lip splitting experience, where you are gonna hear your favorite songs and your favorite singer might sing sections of it. Sell it like that. Be honest.
I'm not here to discredit what the audience likes. How can I decide what they like?
But I feel like these are some principles as an artist that I'd be very bothered if one of my performances was played outside and I couldn't even hear it.
That would be very insulting and humiliating for me. My point of view is that any artist should probably be bothered by a song being played outside, a live performance, or a public act that has spread. Because once you've done something in this timeline, you can't erase it, even in 10 years. It will still be there, Vama. Yes, and it will haunt you. Meaning you'll always feel, why did I do this? At some point, I'll realize I shouldn't have done it.
Also, the wave is about to change. I'm not the only one that's thinking like this. It's just I'm quite
Vocal about it.
I'm quite vocal about it, but there's gonna be people that are gonna be even way more radical than I am. These are the fuckers that I don't necessarily go alongside with, but they're boycotting fuckers. But that's going to happen. It's just right now people don't care that much. But people are waking up slowly. Trust me. And then it's going to be like the lynching will begin.
I'm never a fan of extremes.
No, but the musical
just
like
don't buy the ticket.
yeah, the musical part where like these singers will struggle to sell tickets will come once. You just need this era to keep evolving, the memes to keep growing, the popular opinion to keep changing and evolving into autotune being shit, and artificial intelligence will help a ton, because why do I need to buy a ticket when I can basically make you in my bedroom? So all of this will aid this process, and then what people will actually start paying for is real human experiences. And some people will finesse the system. They will lie. They will continue to fraud. To in my opinion, essentially defraud their audience. But there will also be a ton of people that will be like, you're fucking lying. A lot of people will be able to tell, like, ask ChatGPT, is this autotune? And then ChatGPT will be like, yes. And then, you're shit. You're a shit singer. And then that person will get berated to hell. And then the people that never used it will be the artists that then end up turning out to be right.
Yeah.
And they have been doing it for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So either you work hard on your craft because you have come to that level. Now you have got a crown and throne of that talentos for which millions of people are you working hard to get there.
Yes.
Once you are there, you respect this position that you have.
Yes.
You know how to end your fans.
Bro, I'm not even gonna say
So
anything.
don't take it so easy. Like now, I have gotten. Now I am big. I am big here. I have so many followers. I have so many listeners. Because it doesn't matter. Tomorrow, this is today. Tomorrow it will go away. Because nothing is permanent. You have to work hard every day to stay there and grow further.
True. So, the last question on this is that when you look at the artist and the clips that come to your mind, the first thought that comes to your mind is why is he or she doing this? Why are such people getting opportunities? Why are they putting them on top? It's just like, let me know all the things that you're thinking. Let me help him or her. And every time you know that, no, see again, they are
beyond. And help. I've heard these performances,
Yes, that's very true.
and I feel they are not at all wrong because they are on their own journey. Some of them are really good songwriters.
Their
Songwriting skills are fantastic, and they become one by doing everything. After recording Oh Kyati pitch correction, they
managed to do it.
manageable. Now, the numbers of their songs have increased. They have very large streams and listeners and a following. After that, the decision makers, whether I want to put them on this global stage, are
Say
the
it.
managers and agents.
Relabels. Also,
Say it. Say it. Sony needs to fucking say, if you use autotune, we can't sell you. But that's not going to happen because they care about money only. No one's going to care. So guess what has to happen? The audience has to say,
Yeah, they all just dictate
fuck
what's
off, I don't want to buy your
popular.
product. And then Sony's going to be like, Sony makes, not Sony Music, but all these labels. They make a lot, T-Series, for example. They make their money a lot from the streams. That's how they make a ton of their money. Not from touring so much of the artists. They get a fee, a percentage, but not that much.
And actually, in India, it's interesting because in India, the artist tours independently from the label that publishes their biggest hits.
Yeah, like T-Series is a partner, but not...
But it's not who promotes the tour, Shreya's tour, for example.
Yeah, or they don't take a percentage cut off of it. Overall,
They take a percentage of the royalties, but they don't take a percentage of the actual tour itself.
well, actually, based on what we know in the Indian music industry, a lot of the singers, it may have changed in the last few years, and especially for bigger singers like Shreya. But she would probably also corroborate that in the early in her career, you don't get paid for the studio songs. You get paid maybe a one-time
Per
fee,
project, yeah.
and then you make your money through touring. Hence why Indian artists tour so heavily and tour so much. They don't stop because that's actually them making millions of dollars. They're not making millions of dollars from the 50 million streams a month they have. Maybe they're making some money, but they weren't making it at the beginning, maybe because their deals change. But this is all just wishful thinking. Like, is T-Series gonna say, we can't sell this song because you're using autotune? No one gives a fuck.
studios.
So they should take some responsibility on the fact that this is not just
Never
to
gonna
that
happen.
artist and not to your board members on that day that look.
Never gonna happen.
This is the algorithm, so this is the target audiences, so juicy market, But you think that this is also India today? It's a growing market. Today, if we make such mistakes, it's going
Never gonna
already-
happen,
it's already
Shreya.
happening.
Sorry, never gonna happen.
to hand.
You're gonna be India might even be number fucking 2 in the world, right? Because I think the US, unless maybe some shifts change and stuff, but it'll be number 2, it'll be top 3, and maybe you'll do some joint projects with the number 1 music industry in the world, which is obviously the US. They dominate everything. T-Series India, or Sony India, they're not gonna give a fuck that if this artist is using autotune, should we push him because he's a bad singer live? They don't give a damn.
Hamper your future. We are that. Is that India? What is it all about?
Yeah.
The second time, people will be less convinced that, then Korea is better. Right here, right? So many good artists are coming up in Korea.
Yeah, but Korea's even worse, mate.
At the
Korea's
moment.
even worse, especially when it comes to the pop world.
Era, yeah.
Korea's even worse at the moment with that stuff. All the idols are getting pitched in their own studios. All the idols are getting absolutely fucking chopped and cut and fucking absolutely bar by bar. That's how they get pitch correction.
People, they are recording word.
By word.
By
What the
word.
fuck type of perfectionism is that? That's not music. And then so on top of that, they're not singing that shit live. They're splitting at 90-10. And they're being fucking generous towards the idol because the idols don't have vocal technique. They have health issues that prevent them from singing. Like Waleska's mentioning lately, they're underweight. They can't sing at that level. They can't tour for very long times. They're in calorie deficiencies that are not healthy, sustainable. And on top of that, the labels know this, so they put them under heavy lip syncing splits, if you like to call it that. Not pitch correction because it's too apparent. And Korean companies are very aware on what's apparent on Instagram, on what TikTok and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
social perception is very important in Korean pop.
But look, he got Shreya. Look at this. He got our friend. He got our friend thinking Korea, like, it has great singers. It has great singers. Not the most popular ones are great singers. Mm-hmm. Not the ones that are at a global stage are great singers. That's actually a huge lie. Some are, for sure. and you can name them with your fucking hands, but there aren't that many. The big balladeers in Korea aren't winning fucking awards in the US.
And they're not known internationally.
No one gives a fuck who the number one singer in Korea at the moment is, which is most likely a balladeer. They care about fucking 17 good singers. They care about Blackpink, not the best singers live. They care about fucking Espa. They barely sing live. They care about fucking who else is
IVE at the moment.
They don't sing live. Some of the girls can sing.
Yeah,
genuinely.
Here, the talent is not in question. It's the ability to live up to that on a live stage.
And then I think that artists get complacent, and this is not just in K-pop. This is then everywhere else. If you can get technology to help you do your job in a way in which you're still getting millions of pounds, no one's caring.
And you
Why
don't
do you need to
have
sing?
to bleed through that. You don't have to actually be completely vocally exhausted after 120 dates of a tour. Then, yeah.
They
Also dance and do a lot of stunts. Still, they are able to manage them.
Yeah. I mean, they are working hard.
To machine.
Asia overall, I feel our culture is work hard. You know,
I agree with that.
Well, I mean, of course we agree because she's fucking Indian and we're not. But so she says it's so. But that's the perception that we've had.
Yes.
That I think Indians' mentality for music is fucking work.
Get your
son.
head down.
we are all about academics and learning music and whatever we take up, we will take it seriously. Aptura if you are putting the wrong role models in front of you. So the next one will also say that wo to ho gaya na to humko kya zaruri tha karne ki. It has a skating effect.
Thank you so much for
I like this guy.
That's a cool.
Good little podcast. She barely does interviews, doesn't she? So.
Good questions,
Yeah.
though.
Well,
I like this type of conversation.
Good. Put him out there because I think this artist. I think we're getting into the era where artists are becoming more open, and you need to be more open. You need to because people like authenticity more. You don't want to be politicians.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be, not in the gray area of things. Shout out him. I like his studio and I like him. Good questions.